If you were to venture into the forests of New Guinea, you might come across a small black and orange bird called the hooded pitahui. It looks innocent enough, and you might be tempted to grab the cute little bird, but if you did, you would experience an extreme burning sensation in the hand. The pitahui's vibrant feathers are laced with a poison called batrachotoxin, which affects the sodium channels in the nervous system, leading to its toxic effects. The hooded pitahui is one of hundreds of thousands of species which secrete some form of poison to protect themselves. Poisons allow some animals to escape predators by causing an unpleasant sensation, such as the burning caused by touching the hooded pitahui, while other animals secrete poison strong enough to paralyze or even kill their predators. Other species, such as snakes, use their poisons to bring down prey for their meals. But have you ever wondered why none of these poisonous animals end up poisoning themselves? Keep watching to find out how different poisonous species protect themselves from getting poisoned. One way for animals to safeguard themselves from their own poison is by storing the poison in a completely different compartment from the rest of the body. For example, snakes have a venom sac to store their poisons away from the rest of the body. The only way out for the poison is through their fangs when they bite their unlucky victims. The fangs are shaped so that the snake doesn't stab itself. Another example is the bombardier beetle, which stores the components of its poison in two different chambers in its body. When the beetle needs to spray poison for self-defense, a valve opens between the two chambers, which allows both components to react with each other, resulting in a violent chemical reaction which sprays noxious fumes. Another mechanism evolved by some animals is the development of resistance to their own toxins. This takes different forms in different animals. Take the example of snakes. In spite of having separate venom sacs, minute amounts of the poison will still leak into their bloodstream, but snakes have antibodies against their specific poisons, which bind to and inactivate the poison in the snake's blood. Poison frogs, however, have developed a different mechanism. Their bodies manufacture a substance called epibetadine. If the frogs transfer this substance to another animal, it can cause high blood pressure, seizures, and even death. But the poison doesn't affect the frogs themselves because of a simple genetic change. Each poison acts on a specific receptor within an organism's body. Activation of the receptor then leads to a series of adverse chemical reactions which cause the toxic effects of the poison. However, each receptor is highly specific, and even the smallest change can make the receptor unable to respond to the poison. Think of the receptor as a lock, which needs a specific key to unlock it. In this case, the key is the poison. When the poison unlocks the receptor, it triggers the cellular activities which can ultimately kill the frog's victims. Within poison frogs, a genetic shift causes the structure of the receptors to change. This means the lock has now changed shape, and the key, that is the poison, no longer has an effect, causing it to be impotent in the frog. Researchers at the University of California have discovered another mechanism for survival against poisons. Their subject of study was the golden poison frog, also called the poison dart frog, which produces the same poison as the hooded pitahui bird. The golden poison frog has been discovered to produce a special type of protein which acts as a sponge absorbing the toxin. While only one type of this protein called saxifilin has been identified, researchers have theorized that there might be more such proteins which help protect the frogs against their own poisons. By this point, you may be wondering why we're bothering to study these poisons in so much detail. One reason is, of course, to come up with potential cures. Study of snake venoms has allowed for the manufacture of antivenoms, providing a treatment for much dreaded snake bites. The study of poisons has also resulted in the discovery of several biologically active proteins and other molecules which have been used for therapeutic purposes. Captopril and lisinopril, among the most commonly used medications for high blood pressure, were discovered as a result of the study of snake venoms. Epibetadine, mentioned earlier, is under research as a potential candidate for an anesthetic drug. Further study of the wide variety of poisons available in nature could lead to more medical breakthroughs and cures for previously untreatable diseases. This video was just a brief overview into the nature of poisonous animals and some of the mechanisms by which they defend themselves from their own poisons. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating content.